Okay, as I've been looking at different vents that I could put in the window, I thought this was going to have to be one that I would just do myself because some of the other ones were just plastic and it didn't look like they were fitting in the window all that great, so I thought I would just go ahead and do it myself. So this is kind of some of the things that I was thinking about. So right now I'm looking at the track. This is the track that the window slides in, and that's about a half an inch. And my thought was that, okay, if I can take a piece of wood, put it into the window at an angle, and then straighten it out, if that fits in there, then I don't have to worry about expanding it. Well, that didn't work. So I did have to cut the wood so that it could get past the window and the window tracks. And once it fits into those tracks, then I'm looking at how much do I have to expand it. So as you can see, I'm going to place the wood into the track, made it past the other side of the window. Now once I've set it down, I can see, okay, on the other side I've got a little bit of a gap that I'm going to have to go ahead and accommodate. So I'm going to have to take this piece of wood and make one side expandable. By doing that, I'll cut a deeper groove, I'll put some masonite into the piece that I cut off, and then that will actually be able to expand. And here you can see the prototype, or my actual working model. There it is. Got the groove cut in there, got the one side that's cut off, got a piece of the masonite stuck in that side, so now that piece of wood is expandable. Okay, and then my next step, I'll go ahead and I'll stick my elbow in, and when I put the elbow in, I'm going to use a silicone caulk because I figured that's more like, help prevent mold and stuff. Couple secrets I want to tell you about in here in this video, short video that we're making, and that is when you are using silicone, silicone is not water soluble, so what you want to use is denatured alcohol. When you put that denatured on your hand, on your fingers, it's going to work just like water on a water-based caulk. You'll be able to smooth that out, get a real nice edge finish to that when using denatured alcohol. And there's another, I don't know if this is really a tip or not, but when I open up a tube of caulk and I don't finish it, I'm going to take and I tape the end closed. I used to stick a pencil in it, or used to get a nail, stick a nail in it, do several things like that. But in the end, the one that I have found to be the most reliable is actually taking like electrical tape and putting electrical tape over the end of your caulk, and that really does seem like it holds it, keeps it fresh the longest. And you can see right here I kind of go over one side, then I go over the other side, start wrapping it around, go over the top, and then just tear it off. Okay, caulk looks good. Let's go ahead and we'll turn it over. Put caulk on the other side. And sorry for the bad positioning here. And now that we've got it all caulked, give it some time to dry overnight. Can be a little bit shorter. I let it dry overnight. And now let's take a look at the rest of the pieces that we have to put in. 90-degree elbow goes on the opposite side. Then we have our backdraft, our dampener, and we got a little hat, a little chimney hat there to put on top of it so that no water comes back down the pipe once we have it all assembled. And I'm just going to start putting it all together here, taking that dampener and getting it placed into the elbow. Sometimes people take off the little rubber gasket that's on there. I left it on. I thought it was going to just increase the efficiency of it. And the main concern is seeing if I can even get it in the pipe. Now this pipe here on this other side, since it's not pleated, it fits on there just a little bit looser. I'll get it positioned just like I want it, and then I'll go ahead and I'll start taping that on there, and that'll hold it on pretty well. Besides taping the seam that I'm taping right now, I will also have to tape some of those joints, because that 90-degree elbow has like three moving parts to it, two moving parts to it. You can change make that point in almost any direction you want. I pretty much wanted it to be at that 90 degrees. So since it's at that 90 degrees, I'll have to tape those joints to make sure that they hold. You can see here I'm going to be pointing out, here's the couple of the joints. They'll have to be taped in addition to just taping into the elbow. Okay, just getting that chimney cap put on. Kind of a tight fit with those pleats there. Maybe takes a little bending. Here you can see the finished product pretty much. Got all the pipes taped together. That's pretty much how it's going to work. Now what I did, there's actually a couple ways that you could be putting some insulation on the top and the bottom of this as you put it back in the window to help insulate it. I liked using this insulation that you would put over like a PVC pipe. It's going to go over the top and bottom. It's going to set on top of my window vent. So it'll sit on top of that window vent, and it's going to work much better than putting like a round backer rod on the top. I thought that would probably have to be glued on, be a little bit more a little more to balance. So right now that we've got the window vent placed in the window, pulling the window down on it, puts a little pressure on there. The foam is actually working very well, giving me a nice tight fit. I've got a little problem maybe on the bottom right and left of the windowsill. There's a little bit of a cushion on the bottom left and right side, so I'll just have to cut my insulation in just a little bit further than that so it helps it set square. And now you will see a parts list. I put this together just so that you didn't have to take any notes as you were kind of watching the video. You can see the different materials that I purchased here.